Western Washington Invitational at Lake Padden in Bellingham, Washington. Saturday morning, the women racing in a 6-kilometer event. 5 Spartans in the mix, including Alison Jackson and Fiona Benson. Also racing for the blue and yellow, Marissa Ratzlaff and Nikki Bell, and also April Van Word. And it was Jackson leading the way for Trinity Western as she finished 6th in the event in a time of 22:04, while Benson was close behind in 8th in a time of 22:11.
Fiona Benson for Trinity Western.
First, the beginning was really, like, my legs felt really stiff and I had some negative self-talk, but anytime we tried to, like, respond, or, like, my body responded to when we, like, picked up the pace and stuff, and we were right in the front group. And then once we got onto the actual trail part, because the grass is always really slippery and so not ideal, but when you get on the real trail part, then it was like, oh, this is actually really nice, and my body felt a lot looser, and so then I had a lot better, like, positive self-talk. And then it was great running with Fiona again, and then Mark told us to pick it up like halfway, and I did, and my body said okay, and then ran good right to the end. And it's always nice to finish where you have to sprint the end to beat someone, so that was good. Different, because it seemed like when I picked it up at halfway that she hesitated, so then she got just like a couple meters behind me, and then during the hills she wasn't quite in race mode, I don't think, and then so dropped just a little bit more, and then near the end then she was behind me a little further. So this first part, since we were right in the morning, then it's like really, the grass is really wet, and I wasn't wearing spikes. I was wearing really nice new shoes. They're really light, but it's kind of slippery. And then when you get on the trail, and then it's around the lake, and it's quiet, and it's ups and downs, and through the trees, it's really nice.
Runners, take your marks!
The men's event was a 10-kilometer race, which was 2 kilometers longer than any race the Spartans had run all year. Trinity Western had 6 runners on the Lake Padden course, including Jason Carwile, Blair Johnston, Mihai Prejea, Alex Kinichnikov, Andrew Ott, and Christian Culp. And it was Johnson at the front of the Spartans pack as he finished 19th overall in a time of 32:36, while Carwile was second for Trinity Western and the 48th scored across the line in a time of 34:49.
It went alright. It was a pretty normal race, nothing out of the ordinary, just pretty consistent training and stuff like that. So it's just getting through the races right now, kind of getting geared up for the big ones at the end of the month, or even later on, like towards the end of November and stuff like that. So it was a pretty good effort. It was good. First 10K of the year, actually first 10K ever. But it didn't really bother me too much. I didn't really have a problem. It didn't feel too much different. The race is a different race than our 8K last time. There's a lot more hills, so I don't know. It was a bit slower, but it wasn't a big deal. I was happy. It was good. It was a good team effort too. So I was really happy with the team and stuff. So it was good.
Yeah, I think that our day was pretty successful on both sides. We have Caitlin Ramage is out and resting, so we are 1 short of our top 5 in the women, and same with Chris Voth on the men's side. So running with a little bit of a skeleton crew on both men's and women's sides, I thought we performed really well. And of course, our top end, 2 girls in the top 10, which is better than any other Canadian school here. And Blair Johnston finished with a new personal best over 10K, so that was great for us. Yeah, clearly our top 2 girls in Fiona Benson and Alison Jackson are phenomenal, and we know that we need to have bigger teams in the future so that we can have more depth and not simply rely on 6 or 7 athletes on both the men's and women's side. But on our men's side, really impressed that we have such dense finishes. So our 3rd, 4th, and 5th runners came in within 25 seconds of each other. And when you have that kind of density, that really bodes well for doing well at any national championship or CanWest.